Hi everybody, welcome to a brand new series. Moving on from our revisit and nostalgia trip down memory lane of agrarian skies, I asked the question both on YouTube and my Discord, what to do next, and or kind of what to do next. Now, overwhelmingly, the vote was for me to recover Crash Landing. However, I decided I didn't want to immediately jump from one nostalgia trip to another nostalgia trip, and Crash Landing is one that I actually might like to try and play through more than 10 episodes. I might like to, try and complete the pack again. Because Crash Landing was quite a difficult pack, and it would be interesting to do the challenge. Plus, it's not over the void, which means that you don't have to put up with me going, no. So this was suggested. And I apologise, I can't tell you who suggested it. I cannot find the comment. I deleted the poll from YouTube, and I don't know whether that deleted the comments that went with it or whatever. Idiot, yes, but there you go, me. So this is Homestead. Now, I'm calling this series Homestead in the Woods, and this is going to be in the vein of a Life in the Woods style series. Homestead is described as a cozy survival mod pack. It's got mods in it. Lots of things. Lots of stuff. Things. I'm not going to go through all the mods. We're going to jump straight into the game, and it's single player. We are going to, we're going to call this Let's Play. We are going to set the difficulty to hard because, to be honest, I genuinely find normal a little bit easy now. Hard obviously has the disadvantage that creepers can pretty much one-shot you early doors and quite easily even later on. We are going to put cheats on because it's a modded series and things do go wrong, and obviously as a content creator I want to be able to fix things that go wrong, so we'll put cheats on. The world we are going to put in as titanium gaming media, so that's the seed. That's pretty much it. I think we can... don't know whether there's any way I can stop Enderman mobs, disable entity cramming, allow destructive mobs. I'm going to turn that one off. I don't like destructive mob explosions. Fine, put those off. Apart from that, we'll leave that there, and we are going to create the world. I just do not like Enderman pinching dirt blocks. They annoy me. So this should be a fairly chill, fairly relaxed experience. The emphasis is on the word should. Wow, we started here. So we start in, and I've played a little bit of this, we always start in one of these towers. These towers have a few basics in them. So let's just grab everything. Oh, nice. And we'll grab everything. I've got 2 Dumbo mob plushies. Okay. Well, out of there, I'm going to stick my food in up there. That lot can go away. I'll keep the sticks. They'll come in handy. Emeralds plushies can go. That and that can stay there. So we've got a book. Welcome to Homestead. Homestead is more than a mod pack, a hand-built world shaped by patience and passion, creativity of Tokumi and Cozy Cord staff team. Over 4 months in the making, it's a result of hundreds of hours, thousands of dollars, and more cups of tea than we care to count. Vanilla plus at its coziest, it's familiar enough to feel like home yet, filled with new mechanics, biomes, creatures and curiosities, yada yada. The quest book is your companion, so there is a quest book, there are tips. Whether you're here to build, explore, automate, or simply unwind, we hope you enjoy. Okay. Bye bye. Quest book. is here, and I've already completed that one. Don't really need either of those, and I actually don't need that because we can access that on a key. So the first sprout, early stuff, welcome to Homestead, read that, get a couple of things. We've got a gold ingot and some rewards, and then we're into the usual kind of start cycle. This gold leaf, I'm not entirely sure what that does. I'm sure it did mention something about the gold leaf. Let me just have a look. Check the tip section, blah blah blah, enjoy the journey. No, there was something about the gold leaf somewhere, but we'll carry it with us just to be on the safe side. So we've got this structure up here. It has a little bit of everything, and we can go down. Now it is protected. I cannot do anything in this building and break anything. Okay, we can get less than ideal, but I suppose we should start off with chopping down a tree or two. And what are you? You are a tangled root. I have no idea what I use a tangled root for. That's weird looking, a caricature. The shaders are reasonably simple. So what I am going to do is I'm going to start off with that, and then I'm going to stick one of those on a stick, and that will give me a portable crafting pad, which means I can now make myself an axe. Let me get these into position, because I have, like most players of Minecraft and other games, I have my preferences for things where they live. I need to find myself some normal stone. Tree felling, awesome. Yeah, that's the way to chop down a tree. Right, find me some proper stone, because that is something else entirely, but this is fine. I'll just grab myself enough to now to do that. Make myself a sword, perhaps a shovel. Does that might just become sticks? Okay, that's fine. So one of them and one of them, that will tide me over. Right, so what we need to do now is try and find myself some iron. I also, let's just have a look at this. We need 16 logs. I have 14 logs. Let's remedy that situation. Might as well do that with, we'll do it over here. A kakacha. Usual, I mean, obviously we have got a bed over there. I can't break any of those blocks, so I can't actually bring it with me, unfortunately. But let's do this. Claim those. Swap out for the efficiency 3 on breaking 1 stone axe. And then we'll come to the stickage, which is get myself 16 torches and some experience. This is going to be weird. I'm going to need to, if I'm going to carry that portable crafting table around, it's going to change my entire working ethic, because I don't rock that way. So we need 20 torches, place 20 torches. I don't think I've got 20 torches, have I yet? No. So I'm going to need coal as well. I could do with a sheep. Well, I could do with 3 sheep, to be brutally honest. Let's have a look at the map, see what we can see. Don't know what that is, or that. This is not a good biome to start off on, is it? I can't see barely a single animal. I might have to So I do know there are zinc. I can't create. That is tin. Wild corn, okay, well, we'll have some of that. And we'll have some of these as well while at it. Just because. Might as well while we're out. What are you? You don't look friendly. I'm not sure that I want to play with them. Not this early on anyway. I say, just because it's chill doesn't mean it's peaceful. I've got no idea what that is. I don't like this biome we've spawned in though. It really is not being overly helpful. They're buffalo. I don't know whether they're peaceful or not, but I'm not going to find out. This is not a great spawn location. Certainly not as good as the one I had on my first test playthrough. Are you chilled, bro? Oh dear, hang on. I've lost my Minecraft jumping skills. Ow. Yeah, I definitely lost my Minecraft jumping skills. I need to find some iron. Iron would be really useful. Or coal. I'd settle for coal actually, because there's a little bit of iron. And it is a little bit, but you know what? I'll take it. Coal, coal, coal. That's what I wanted. That will allow me to do the torches so I can move on the quest a little bit. Let me just do a couple more like that. Keep those. What's that? Oh, that's the NEI thing. Okay. Then we'll quickly go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I really could use a little bit more coal. Oh, there's more iron there. That's handy. Let's hope that that's... No. Denied. Coal. Coal, coal, coal. Well, that will give me something to be on with. So my goal, I think, for this series is going to be to build a homestead in the woods and survive. I'm not going to be all about endgame questing. I'm not going to be all about pushing things that, quite frankly, don't really need pushing. What are you? Tomato shrubs. We'll take everything, and then we'll get that quickly into. I want that copper in a bit, but right now, like we really could do with that. Doesn't look like iron down there. Plus, I've got no means of surviving if I were to go down there anyway. So yeah. base myself out of here initially, I think. Not going to cook that yet, because for the most part I've got the thing. So we've picked up you. That's good. I don't think we've got anything else from that. The next one is to make stone tools, a pick and a hoe. Ooh, I'm one shy. How annoying. Gold, that's handy. But we have, I love this little features of this pack, which are just utterly cute. I'll lose most of that. Let's go down. At least I don't have to worry about anything spawning in and around me. Question is, where do I get the well, I need to grab some stones so I can make a pick and a hoe. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, these things. Look at that. Look how cute that is. I have no idea whether they have any use. I don't care. They don't need to have a use. They're cute. Oh, there's a little bit more copper there. Again, copper will be handy. I've actually got enough right now, but still. Let's just get that quest finished off, shall we? Because that will give me some more iron and some more experience. The only problem is all I can hear is their footsteps. So this requires me to place 2 chests. I need to make a bed. That's going to be difficult. I can't find any sheeps. So what do? I think I'm going to head. I mean, there could be something interesting, but I don't think it's going to be overly helpful. That's a Spidey. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to grab myself some macaca, and we're going to get myself a boat. I think that's the answer here. And let's try and find some sheepsters, because I'm going to need 3 wool to make a bed, 3 wool to make a sleeping bag. I don't need the sleeping bag for a quest, but I do need the sleeping bag for my peace of mind. And 1 wool to get 4 string. I could also do with some cattle. Just look at this though, I love these. Is that mangroovy? Oh, hello. And that's but I'm not seeing any sheep. Wow. The water is gorgeous on the shader pack. The pack actually comes with quite a few shaders. This one is a fairly lightweight shader, and it means that my GPU's not humming away like a maniac in the background, which is always, in my opinion, a good thing. There's pigoos there. Wolves there. Oh, illagers over there. Okay, well, we don't want to play with illagers, do we? Not while my armour consists of my own skin. Oh, that might be I mean, just look at these. Look, I've seen these when I came on my last playthrough. Flamingos. They've got flamingos. How cute is that? No, we don't. We've got bread. We can survive without flamingo meat for the time being. Still need a bed, but this I think is just a. There are structures, and some of them are somewhat hostile. Some of them are, oh wow, pelicans. Look at his face. I wonder whether you can tame those with... I'm going to have to try at some point, aren't I? So this is a little beach shack, look. Oh wow, that's a little bit overpowered if you ask me, in all honesty. That definitely is overpowered. We'll take you. Beach hat, that will reduce fire damage. TNT, cooked cod. I'm really worried about coconut, but you can't sleep on that, so that's utterly useless to me anyway. Let me... Nothing in the fridge. Nothing in the bar. I'm not going to do the radio because I don't know whether the music... It plays music, basically, and I don't know if it's copyright or not. That is overpowered. There you go. That's now... My fire resistance is there. Let me have a look. Cattle would be handy. Alright. I need leather because I need to make a backpack. So my objective really for right now is some basic survival and turkeys. Sorry, I had to. Oh, you were... Back off, turkey. They get aggressive when you attack them. That's interesting to know. I mean, they're not particularly threatening. Two leather, I need another leather. Need another 2 leather, come on. I've never met a bunch of cows that are so not made of leather. There's one that way, I think, still. Please give me some leather. On my test playthrough I had to do the unthinkable one. I had to resort... Gotcha! I had to resort to a rose. Oh, apparently I've made an advancement. Left my boat behind, didn't I? It's not the end of the world. I was only by wood and was surrounded by wood. I could even go with magnolia and make myself a nice shiny... Oh, in fact, let's have some magnolia. Why not? Timber! Wow. And we've got a magnolia sapling as well. That's all good. Right, still looking for... There's sheep's up there. Right, this way. Good. In fact, I don't even have to be evil, do I? I can actually shear them. Thank you. I mean, by eating them I get to, by killing them I get to eat them as well, which is obviously a bonus, but what is that? Don't know. Let's not worry about it. But this world, the world generation in this is gorgeous. A little bit pink, I'll be honest. But not averse to a bit of pink. Now there is a purple tree, and once we get the purple tree, more vlogs, there we go, that's what we want. Try not to annoy the bees. What don't I want? Don't want that, because I would like the morph saplings. Right, I'll just while we're in the area, we'll grab a few more bobbos. But they're lucky because I don't need any more leather. Right, where are we? Where are we in relative to where we started actually? Oh, ages away up. Yeah, a goodly distance away. So, I think what we can do now is, I'm very tempted to do that. What is this pouch? Copper coins. What do I use them for? I mean, I assume purchasing, but it's not necessarily all that clear. Still could do with finding a nice highland to find some iron. That would be handy, because I think... Well, the next thing is a bed and 2 chests. So let us start off like this, I think. I need you. We're going to need to take one of you and turn you into string. That goes there, and then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will give me a backpack, which opens up a quest reward down here in Portable Life, and we're going to get a thing. We got a loom table, because that's really what we wanted. And then we can put the backpack on our back, and we can open our backpack and stash some stuff. I'd like a couple of those. That can go away, all of that. Whole load of that. Not that one, I want a couple of those. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a couple of those, well, one of those actually. I'm going to start off with survival technique. Oh, hang on. We're making you, thank you. It's got a proper good recipe conflict thing, so that's our sleeping bag sorted. We can make ourselves one of those, which should tick that. So then all I need to do is 2, 3, 4. Is make myself 2 chests and put them down. And that opens up this quest, which will give me a lantern, 4 chests, a barrel and some experience. That then takes us to the iron quest. So this is where I am not wanting to cut, so I've got 9 iron. I would like more, because I need 20. And you know I ain't going anywhere. If there's an option for a purple boat, I'm taking a purple boat. Right, let's go and head this way a bit. Just see what we can find. That doesn't look. In fact, let's just see if there's any highland this way first. I've got a sleeping bag now, and I've got the backpack, so we've got a lot more capability than we had. This is utterly beautiful. I love these biomes. They've really done a nice job with the ambience, the sounds going on in the background here are just great. I am not leaving that my purple boat. I'm taking it with me. I mean, just look at this marsh. This is a swamp. This is what a swamp should be. What was that? Is that a frog? Yep, frogs. Now that, I think, is some kind of ruin. But the question is, will it get me up to a higher latitude where obviously old Minecraft you'd be digging into the ground and looking for iron now, but we all know in the newer versions of Minecraft that when you're looking for iron you don't do it down, you do it up, because you know iron now spawns at higher Y levels. I'm being very trusting that there's not anything unpleasant here, you know. And there could have been. Love this moss hanging from the trees as well. I'll not attack the frogs after the turkeys attacked me. Not seeing anything that is screaming loot, so we'll move on. So yeah, initial job, get some of these quests out of the way, get ourselves to a point where we've got a half decent backpack, some travel, and then we're going to start travelling and look for a place to live. And looking for a place to live is going to be pretty critical, just because I want it to be, well, I want it to be a good place in that it's got to be in a wood, because you know, homestead in the wood, it'd be very difficult to call it that if I'm not going to actually build it in the woods. This there's something going down there. I don't know how brave I feel. Not very. We'll come back to here, I think. Let me go on the map and create a waypoint. Let's call it Dungeon Ruin, and we'll confirm. So that's on there. There's a little bit of a... None of this is looking like it's taking me to the right kind of terrain that I need, though. I think we need to carry on heading this way because that looks like it's going down. I mean, we might find some if we dig into that hill because that's got some altitude. But I was kind of hoping to be able to do this, find a nice mountainous area and just spot the iron on the surface. Because I'm kind of lazy like that, you know. What to do. Obviously look down on it. I got enough copper, I don't need any more because I've got enough copper to make a copper backpack once I've smelted it up. I mean, it's high up. It's certainly meeting the altitude, but it's also very dark. This zooms a little bit on the extreme side as well. Not seeing. Oh, hi. How are you? I think I'm going to have to go up. I don't really see much option. So we are here. I'm going to kind of work my way around and come back down this side, I think. I'll come back once I've found what I'm looking for or something interesting. I mean, these forests and things are gorgeous, but I could rattle on for hours and still not find any. There we go. That's how you do it. This is what you have to do. You trick the game into thinking that you've given up on what you wanted. So that will be 17. But there was a little bit more. Yes, there we go. Oh yeah. That's the worst sound, especially when you've got no armour. Oh, that's perfect. The only way that could have been more perfect is if it was more iron than that. But no. No. Chicken jockey, go away. Oh, thankfully they burn now, don't they? Yeah. You're free, chicken. Go enjoy yourself. Right, moving round. I'm going to keep my eye out for some more irons, and I'll see you in a moment. Alright, I didn't have to wait long before things got interesting. There's a village over here, which is always good. A village is a nice thing to find, especially when you've got such a heavily modded pack. It's the wrong terrain to be finding a lot of iron in, unfortunately, but who knows what we'll find in the village. And those villagers are always so generous. They never protest. You help yourself to the stuff, and then they just say, yeah, sure, fine. Right, let me ooh, what's that? Nature Spirit. And obviously they're food stores. We got moose and something big over there. Let's go and see what we can find, shall we? I don't know what it is about, just the we'll have your gold, we'll have those, we'll have your corn seeds, and I'll just going to, don't mind me sir, I'm just going to night night. I'd love that sound. I mean, look at the beds. I know they're only textures, but they're so quirky. Right, what have we got here? Up. Ooh, potatoes, bread, emeralds, and apples, and a carrot. Okay. What you got at the top? Oh, to note. Hello. A lovely moustache, mate. That is great. You are obviously related. Okay. Oh, a frog plushie. That's coming. There are plushies in this pack. Lots of plushies. I already know that they are going to be a major pain for me because I am not going to be able to leave them behind. Because they're a collectible and they're effectively, it's like putting me in with Pokemons. I'm going to be wanting to cat plushie, yes, mine. Fletching table, not bothered. Bookshelves. They're collecting as well. There, no, I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to do the lanterns. The temptation. The temptation to raid the heck out of the villagers for all they're worth is, I think, sometimes too great. I also need to find a slightly less ouchy way down, because there's more down that way. Love the ambience, I really do. This is, I think this is something that Minecraft does need, just basic ambience. Do let me know. One thing I'm not 100% certain about on that is that a little loud? It doesn't feel that, wow, okay. Corn seeds, emeralds. Ooh, there was one over there, wasn't there? Let's just head there. What is? I tell you, their road planning department leaves a lot to be desired. Oh, okay. That looks more like a door than a door. Oh, a rubber duck plushie. Book and some more foods. Okay, that's all good. And it probably need to eat anyway. And then I've got enough iron to actually satisfy that quest, haven't I? So I can take that and that. I've got the pick, so I can have an iron sword and iron. Okay, you've just given me a whole load of stuff. That'll teach me to actually look at my quests, won't it? And then the next thing is deep slate. So that's go digging deep. And then we want 64 iron. Okay. So we're kind of running out of, I think shaped with care. Okay, we've got to take some wool. 16 of them. I suppose better than a kick in the face. Excuse me, sir. Oh, look at all these plushies. Sticks. Yes. Yes. Too much choice. Alright, I'm going to have to start making decisions, aren't I? I can't take all the plushies, I really can't. Well, I can take you and take the monkey plushie. We can leave my sword behind, we can leave that behind. The axe, I'll wear that out. I don't know whether there is a means of disenchanting. Let me just have a look. Can I? Anvil repair. Grind the enchantments off. Yeah, it doesn't look on the surface like there is a disenchant option, but that's probably not a bad thing. They tend to be a little bit over. Well, they might as well have 64 because I've got the thing, so I might as well go up to a stack or near as damn it anyway. A dolphin plushie. Stop it with the plushies. Can't resist. A goose plushie. I mean, look at them. They're so cute. What's in a backpack? Yeah, too much. If I cooked the copper, I could sort that out a little bit. Where am I? Sorry, I'm so easily distracted. So there's something that way. Let's head this way. And I'll be back with you in a mo. They look very much like some kind of hoglin, but a surface one. They might be just like warthogs or wild boars or something, but there's a lot of them and they kind of look aggressive. There's a little bit of a ruin over there. And again, I've kind of got some altitude around us now, so we can possibly try and get up and find a little bit more iron if I'm lucky. Maybe. Just maybe. Of course, the downside to all of these is there's a lot of shaded, shadowy spots where There could be other things. And all it's going to take is one creepy boy. And his respawn anchor back at the little tower. There's some iron though. It might only be a single piece. It looks like it was only a single piece. Damn it. Oh well. Well, better than a single piece is better than no piece, I suppose. There's a little bit more there, look. That's a better find. Only just, but you know, like I say, better than a kick in the face. I'm not worried about beetroots right now. I'm kind of conscious of how much I'm carrying around with me. Barley fields. Oh, could lose all those plushes. I mean, can you imagine? So we're still heading, oh, that's a villager down there. So we're still heading down here. I think once we get down here, we hit the boat back into the water. Although I could kind of come across this way, but that looks more interesting. Or at least certainly more. It looks less aggressive, shall we say, because it's a villager and not, you know, a monster. Unless, of course, it's, you know, a monster villager. And I don't even know if that's a thing. We're getting close to nightfall anyway, so we do need to be thinking about putting down for the night. Have a quick peek up here, see if there is any exposed iron. There might be up there actually. No, that's lava. Let's not go jumping in that just to find out whether, you know, it burns. So this Dungeons and taverns, okay. So we've got a building, we've got some safe haven, okay. Oh, hello. I'll have the bread, I'm not going to bother about the wheat. So what is in here? Oh, we can take the carrot. Cooked carrot. Oh, okay. I'd rather have the carrots, I think, because at least I can use those. Let's sleep. There's a zombie on his way in, and he... 64. There we go. Now we've got a stack of things. So there is a zombie burning to death outside. A lot of bee beds. Okay, I haven't got any space for any of this. I'm going to have to just start getting selective, aren't I? Undead crypt. Sounds horrible. And that. Just have a look at these, see where they are relative. Hang on, I facing north, so I need to be headed basically the northeast of me. Can we change? So it's up that way, but I can't see where. Okay, that's fine. Illager Manor. Again, I'm facing north, so it's to the south of me. Okay, well, something to aim towards, maybe. Right, so I think we probably just about exhausted this, so I'm going to continue on round. So I can either go down that way or I can work around. I think I'm just going to head straight down to the river. Let's play it safe at this point, shall we, and not take a chance of getting myself unlifed. And yeah, I'm at 28 iron so far. I'll keep my eye out for any more, but I can make myself a suit of iron armour, and that's probably all we need right now. Actually, I need yeah, and 4 iron for no, I've got plenty because I've got the iron. I've got the iron bars as well, haven't I? So yeah. Pardon me, tickly cough. Rocky Meadow. So we're coming down here. We'll get my boat ready. Don't know how I'm going to transport all of these plushies. That's going to be annoying. I mean, I know my pack will get considerably bigger. You know, once we've got it all to a gold pack, I think that's going to be. But I could probably take it to diamond. Actually, ducks are great. I love this. I think this is something I just love. About packs. This is the kind of the life of the woods thing, you know. If I can capture and, you know, get a homestead with ducks and rabbits and whatever, hedgehogs and squirrels and, you know, all of those other good things. Right, if I am here, we can come. Now I think this looks exciting until you realise it's not stone. It's a different material, and therefore you don't see the oars up high in it. You might see the odd one where the stone pokes out, but for the most part, yeah, there's a bit of tin there. I think that's tin anyway. That's copper. That's all copper. That's all copper. Copper. Tin. What is there anything? I'm just very. I mean, while it's this skybox is gorgeous as well. There's nothing around here, is there? Let's just have a little peek around here. Don't see anything obvious. Let's head back to our little safe tower. Could almost do a zoo. I'm not going to. When you get these mob happy, heavy mob content games, the first thought you have is, oh, we could make a zoo. And it's always make a zoo, and it's like, wow, let's just do something different. But let's get up and have a look at what we've got. from where we are. So we are at we're obviously going to have to mine down for this. Break 500 stone, okay. Getting crafty. Craft a crafting table and use it 100 times, okay. Overworld Explorer, walk 10,000 blocks. Alright. Tame your first animal. Nature's Bounty. Cauldron Lava, Dripstone. Enchanting table and bookshelves. Obsidian stuff. Bronze. Okay. Iron armor set. 64 iron. So yeah, I think we're going to have to be doing that before long. Let me get my plushies in a safe place, because you know, the plushies, damn it. All of that can go away for now. That can stay, that can go. Plushie. Yeah, we can just basically dump all of that. I'll keep you. And then if we have a look in our backpack, we should also have a reasonable amount of stuff. I'll sort the rest of this in a bit. That we'll want to cook. They're already cooked. That we'll want to cook. In fact, yeah, sorry. Let's just tidy up, and I'll be back with you in a sec. Right, I just wanted to show you this. Look at this Aurora skybox. It is proper pretty. Not seeing much in the way of hostile mobs, but shouldn't complain. But that is stunning. I mean, the ambience and everything in this is really just rock solid. Right, there's our iron. There's our copper. Let's get that cooked. And backpack is empty, so if we come over here and grab my backpack, we can turn you into a copper backpack. That's our first thing, with 8 copper. Once we've got 8 copper, of course. There are 61 plushies, by the way, so we've got 9 of them and a duplicate. Yeah, I'm going to collect them all. You know I'm going to do that. That's going to be a thing that's got to happen. Plushie collecting. Alright, so here's number 8. There we go. So we can take you, and we can wrap you in that, and that will give me that. And then we can take you, and we can make an iron one. And that will give me that. Now the next one is gold, and then the next one is diamond. So take the gold, take that. So we need a gold one, and that will give me some of this rough diamond. So let me go just double check that. That is 8. Okay, they're more expensive, but that's fine. There's a gold one. And again, we can come in here and we can grab you, and that's the thing. So that gives us a rough diamond, which there was a definite reason, because I know for a fact that we need one of those. So we shall put you away. I'm going to have a look at you. That requires 8 diamonds, so that is not happening. Diamond pickaxe, of course, probably will happen. I'll waste a piece of coal, it doesn't matter. In fact, diamond pickaxe almost certainly has to happen, doesn't it, if we want to move on to the next few things. But that takes us to portable life to there, which gives us a backpack, which is a little bit bigger than the last one, just a little bit. And we can pop you on my back. We can also, while we're at it, make one of those, and if my memory serves me correct, one of those. I'm not sure whether the hat works with that. Can we right click to hide the 3D model? There we go. But it's still on. What else we got? Trinkets, belts, stuff, gloves. Great, this interface is really nice, I must say. Did that not open something? I'm sure that is something there, but I think we need we need 64 of them, which means we need to do these first. Okay. So next episode we're going mining. Before we move on from this safe haven, and I'd like to try and get a little bit of these quest books done. Now there are, you know, use a totem, but there's a whole load of achievements here which we will 25,000 deep slate, you know, that's one of those real end game things. Oh, we got drawers. Okay, I did not know about that. That's nice. There's a whole section about food, and I think I probably need to change my interface base to go in there. There are storage systems, liquid, courage. I've got no alcohol. Wonderful. Portable life tells us all about the upgrades for our various backpacks, and obviously that's the netherite is the top one. Shaped with care is all about these. Is that chiseled? It's one, I think. He's like a chisel block, isn't it? We've got the plushies, so we do get some for these ones, not for the individuals. Whole host of stuff. Deep dark, here, my favourite. Wine. Okay, so we can get into vintnering. No idea. Tranquil tea. So we've got tea. Okay, we can make tea. And obviously we've got create, which is one of my favourite ones anyway. I'm never going to... Thank you. I'm never going to complain at having create. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you are as excited to to follow me on this as I am to play it, because I think this is going to be interesting. What am I going to build? Is it going to be a mega build? No. I'm going to build cottage core style, small, cozy little place. We're going to have farmstead, we're going to have farms, food. We will probably have some create somewhere, but other than that, this is going to be really chill. I'm going to take this very, very steadily. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.